Okay, here goes nothing. I got a digital camera for Christmas and decided that it's about time I got serious about trying to make some vlogs, and I hope you'll bear with me both as to the quality of the vlog and the production values, because I'm just starting to learn how to do any of this stuff. And I don't know if I'm going to keep it up or not, but what the heck, why not give it a try? So, life's exciting. I'm getting ready to go to Washington, D.C. and be in the inaugural parade with the Lesbian and Gay Band Association. But I think this vlog, I want to address a question that I've seen addressed a lot of times, because I think I have a different answer for it than I've ever seen anywhere. And here's how it works. A lot of people seem to believe that it is a choice to be gay, and I've seen a lot of gay people responding to that, and I have, as a gay man, my own experiences with it. I think it's, I mean, not wishing to demean the people who think that, but I think it's just nonsense. But everybody who's ever answered that I've seen has addressed it from the standpoint of saying, well, I didn't make a choice, which I didn't. Certainly not a conscious choice. In fact, if I had made a choice, it would have been the other way. Certainly when I was younger, I didn't want to be gay. And I recall desperately praying and just anything you can think of just so that I would not be gay. And then a lot of people very logically say, well, why would anybody want to make the choice to be gay? Today that's a little easier actual proposition maybe, but certainly it's, generally speaking, not been a highly desirable place to be. So they've talked about the motivation for it. Why would anybody choose that? And I agree, that makes perfect sense. But I think I have a little something to add to this. And since the other arguments didn't work, I don't know that this one's going to work. But I think actually if you are one of the people who think that being gay is a choice, I'm going to pose a question that you're going to find very difficult to answer. Now, the first thing is that I have talked to people about this before, and one of the things I suggested is that, well, if it's a choice to be gay, then what you're really saying is it's a choice to be straight. And for some reason, the people who think it's a choice to be gay come back and say, oh, no, it's natural to be straight, it's normal to be straight, you have to choose to be gay. But, I mean, that's the plain meaning of the word choice in English, is that you choose between two things, and that you at least presumably have some equal ability to choose, and that if anyone can choose to be gay, they can choose to be straight, then really that's a choice everybody makes. If you end up straight, it must be because you chose it. But even that's not my point today. I just came up with a very different answer. And the answer isn't focused on why, it's focused on how. So, for those of you who think this is a choice, that I made a choice, I'd like to offer you a mind exercise about making that choice. Let's say you're, I don't know, however old you are, you're straight, let's say you're a guy. I want you to think about and just tell me how on earth you would go about making that choice. Now, I mean seriously, if you think about it, you have to make a conscious choice to end up liking dick, wanting to date guys, kiss guys, and maybe you're out for a little anal. I don't know about you, most of the straight people I know don't think that they could consciously change themselves to want those things. And you know what? I think it would be just as easy for you to do that as it would be for me to decide that I didn't want those things and that instead I wanted women. So that's just sort of my take on it. If it's a choice, you have to say there has to be some way to execute that choice. There has to be some way to make it a reality. And I cannot think of a single thing that I could do. I mean, look, I could hold my nose and have sex with... Now, that's not fair, because I like women, and it certainly wouldn't be beyond the possibility that someday I will have sex with a woman again. and take that how you want. Lots of gay people have. And then one more thing, particularly for those who think like God is telling me that I ought to go and get married and have a heterosexual relationship. Let me just ask you, would you volunteer your sister or your daughter to marry me? Is that the kind of relationship that you would want for them, to be involved with somebody who really is mostly going through the motions because he thinks he ought to have a sex life that is either completely full of lies or manifestly unsatisfying to at least one, and really by default both of the partners in it? I mean, yes, gay men can have sex with women, gay women can have sex with men, can even enjoy it, but it's not what hits the mark any more than for you heterosexual guys. Having sex with another guy is what would hit the mark. You could do it. A lot of straight guys have done it. But is it right for you? No. And will it change you fundamentally? Will it fundamentally make you want the opposite of all the things you do want? I don't think so. Well, I imagine I'll get some interesting comments if anybody sees this. Thanks. Let's see what we got here.